Hey guys, and I've been playing Mario Kart World in the Nintendo Switch 2 for a little while now, and I wanted to give my first thoughts on it, how I feel about this game, because I know this game has been kind of controversial in some ways, especially because of the price, and I'm just gonna outright say that this game is not worth $80. No game is worth $80, but I'm just gonna give my honest opinions on how much I'm enjoying this game and how I feel about this game. If you disagree with me, that's completely fine, but I think Mario Kart World is excellent. I am really enjoying it. I think it's a very enjoyable experience. If I have any problems with content in the game, it will probably come up later on. That is still like a concern that I have, that if I play through like all of the cups and knockout tour routes and everything, I'm a little worried that I won't have too much to do. But what I've been doing so far with knockout tour and just like the Grand Prix in general, or well, I guess Grand Prix and knockout tour because two separate things. I've been really enjoying both of those. I haven't touched battle mode yet. I'll probably do that soon. That's another thing that I'm kind of concerned about. But both Grand Prix and knockout tour are great. And I actually don't mind the structure of Grand Prix. I know you could turn off driving between the courses, but I actually kind of like it. I feel like I'll probably switch between having that on and just, or also doing it the traditional way, because I think both ways are kind of fun, in my opinion. I kind of enjoy, like, both of those, like, ways of playing, so that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't really mind driving in between the courses because I've always liked those longer linear Mario Kart courses like Mount Wario. Mount Wario is like one of my favorite Mario Kart tracks. So I feel like this game kind of feels like an extension to that in a lot of ways. And then Knockout Tour, it's like one continuous route. There's like they don't really break it up between the tracks. And I am really enjoying Knockout Tour. I'm already kind of addicted to it. Like, I've gotten first place once so far. I mean, I haven't played it that much, but like I played it until I got first place on one, and it is very addicting. It is very fun. Sometimes it can be frustrating if you like, because there were a couple times where I like got really close to making it within the top 12 and just got completely screwed over in the last second. Just got completely Mario Karted, but it's really fun. It's one mode that I just want to keep going back to, and I would say this is definitely a hit for me. Knockout Tour is genuinely really fun, and I definitely feel like this is like a big kind of selling point for this game. I'd say even if Nintendo hasn't pushed it out as one. But Free Roam, I haven't played that much of Free Roam yet, but I'm enjoying it. It's not like something that you're gonna actively do. It's kind of something if you're doing in the background, like if you're like watching like a video essay on YouTube or talking to one of your friends on Discord. Free roam is like the perfect thing to kind of get into while you're doing something like that. You need a game to play while doing that. I mean, and then there's other times where I do like to just drive around and do stuff and look for the P-switch missions. Because I, like, there are things that I, like, want to find in the world. Like, there's a certain enemy that originated from Paper Mario, the Frost Piranhas. I was just driving around, just looking for those Frost Piranhas, because I wanted to see one, because, like, the only footage that we got pre-release was, like, super blurry. So, if you're, like, if you know what you want to do in Free Roam, if you want to do, like, missions and things, it can be pretty enjoyable, but I kind of have to play around with it more, but I have a feeling that I will enjoy it. But I feel like it's something that you will enjoy more either with like friends or like you're kind of doing it like passively. I think I think that's the best way to describe it though. But I really like being able to like explore the world and find different things. I just need to spend more time doing that. But I feel like the races are engaging enough to where it's like not too big of an issue if free roam is like boring or not. But I was a little worried that like free roam was like the big thing for this game and that the races were going to kind of feel underwhelming, but that's not really the case. I would say that like free roam, it is interesting. It is fun. I still need to play more of it, but with the tracks in Knockout Tour, that is definitely the highlight, I would say. They're definitely really fun. I am a bit worried about the lack of tracks here, but I do feel like Knockout Tour kind of balances it out, because Knockout Tour kind of takes different routes that kind of feel a lot different than the tracks. I mean, sure, you kind of end on like a certain track, but you're kind of going by the tracks. You're not really going like, well, sometimes you go through them, but like it's not exactly like driving on the track like you would usually do. So I feel like the Knockout Tour routes feel a little different. So it definitely still feels like there's a decently good amount of content here, but I do feel like it might feel lacking in terms of like battle modes and 200cc. It is a little disappointing that 200cc isn't in this game, because that would be perfect for free roam. Like going around 200cc, or Knockout Tour as well would be really fun with 200cc. It's just something that is just kind of bizarre that they left out. It's really weird that they kind of made it kind of unfinished in that way. But I also really like the costumes as well, and the roster. The roster is great. I do have a few gripes. It's missing some mainstays like Diddy Kong and Funky Kong. I mean, I guess Funky Kong's like a fan favorite Mario Kart, so I guess, like, even though the definition of mainstay might be a bit stretched there, I still think like Funky Kong is a character that should be recurring in Mario Kart. But I like the newcomers here, like Pianta, Cataquack, Rocky Wrench, a lot of really cool, interesting characters. So and a lot of them are unlockable too. I kind of like the element of unlocking things. I kind of miss that from Mario spin-off. So I like the fact that you can unlock a lot of things here. I really appreciate it. And that same goes for Kart as well. It was a little disappointing that like everything was like unlocked from the start in like 8 Deluxe. There really wasn't like that much of a point to like playing through things if you had everything already. So it kind of gives you an incentive to go out and just like do random stuff in the game, play through things in the game. So I definitely appreciate the roster here. I would have loved RPG characters or WarioWare characters or Luigi's Mansion characters, but for now, I think the characters that we have are pretty good, though I do actively really want like RPG characters and things, don't get me wrong. It is a little disappointing to me that they're not there, but I'm still satisfied with characters like Pianta and Cataquack and things like that. They are interesting. And I also love the world building. I feel like we've fully moved on from that 2010s era of Mario, where it was kind of generic and sterilized, new Super Mario Bros. Theming. I feel like we're past that at this point, because the Mushroom Kingdom, the world in Mario Kart World, feels a lot more natural than that kind of rigid 2010s Mario style. It feels a lot more in line with like the 90s and 2000s era of Mario. It feels a lot more like that, in my opinion, but kind of incorporating like modernized designs and things. I love like a lot of the modernized designs for enemies, like the chill bullies. Like, this is like their first appearance in like 20 years. It's really cool seeing them. And also like Skeeters from Mario 64 returning with their Galaxy 2 design, and the Frost Piranhas from the Paper Mario series, which is amazing. And there's even like this little new enemy called like I think it's called like a Hermity Cone or something like that. There's like so many interesting characters here, and like just so many like little enemies throughout the world. It's really nice to see, and they've really built up the world to be like really interesting. So I just really appreciate it. It's definitely like a breath of fresh air, I would say. This game is a breath of fresh air for Mario Kart in general, because while I love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I was kind of getting tired of it, because I've been playing basically the same game for 11 years. I'm just ready to move on to a new Mario Kart game, and I feel like Mario Kart World is definitely like scratching that itch so far. I just hope there's enough content to last. It's definitely not enough content for $80, I will say that. But I am enjoying it so far. I think it is pretty enjoyable. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!